There we go. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Jennifer Myers, and we are so glad that you are here, whether you're watching us live or watching the recording. We just really want to welcome you and welcome you, because what you're going to get tonight is you're going to hear some great information very quickly and some stories about our Juice Plus and this opportunity. I'll tell you, years ago, this product came into our lives and started changing our lives and so many of our friends and family. And the opportunity, you're going to hear a little bit about that, has been absolutely life-changing as well. And I'm excited for you to get to hear about this, because I think that, today it just seems like there is a lot of uncertainty. Technology is disrupting a lot of things, and things are changing, and people are feeling insecure. I imagine you know some people that are falling in that category, that maybe they're feeling overworked and underpaid, or can't find the job that they want, or feeling really insecure about the job that they have. And there's a lot of shifting. And as a matter of fact, it's interesting because we were just recently at CU. My son is going to be a freshman at CU Boulder, and we were doing the appointment with the counselor, the counselor for admissions and what your class load is going to look like and everything. And he told us that today's grad can expect about 8 to 10 career changes. I mean, that's amazing. It wasn't like that when we got out of college. And it's just all of that shuffling, and it is creating that uncertainty. So I think a lot of people are looking for more financial stability. They're looking for more flexibility and more freedom within their jobs. Many of them are looking for a way to take a plan B into a plan A, all of those things. And you're going to hear tonight how this opportunity is absolutely doing those things for people. And obviously whoever invited you on the line thinks that either this product or this opportunity will resonate with you. So what we're going to do first is talk a little bit about our product, and that is, let me show you what it looks like. This is Juice Plus. And I wanted to share that when I started taking Juice Plus, I was in my 20s. I was doing master swimming. At the time, I had been a collegiate swimmer until my body fell apart. And it was years later that I got interested in nutrition. And so I was doing master's swimming. I was a vegetarian. And don't worry, I'm not going to tell you need to be a vegetarian. I was also juicing, which was very time-consuming, expensive, difficult, messy, all of that. But I was juicing because I really believed in the power of fruits and vegetables. And even as a swimmer, I never believed that we should get our nutrients from isolated vitamins. I wanted whole food coming into my body, and that's why I was juicing. And I was super healthy, and I was young, and I did not expect to notice any differences. I really didn't, but I saw it as a way that I could replace my juicing, and for cheaper and easier. And so I was really, really surprised that after about a month, into my second month, I started noticing some changes. Like I was sleeping better, I was waking up easier and earlier, which was kind of a big deal, because I used to be a bear in the morning, and then all of a sudden, here I was ready to get out of bed. It just was a shift for me. I also stopped bruising. I used to bruise really bad. That went away. My immune system went better, felt better. I used to, even though I was eating so healthy, I used to get that yearly crud in the fall. That stopped happening. My shoulders started feeling better from swimming. Just, I was noticing these changes, and like I said, I was surprised. But what I realized was, even with that stellar diet that I had, I wasn't getting the variety that Juice Plus was giving me. Because in these bottles, we literally have 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries that have been picked right. Okay, we let food get this produce get to the peak of ripeness, which is very, very important. And then what happens is we basically, it's kind of a grinding, mashing, kind of like a Vitamix type thing. And this produce is pulled, and we dry that juice and remove the water. So what is in there is actually the food of 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries. So it's not an isolated component like a vitamin supplement. And as a matter of fact, we have a nutrition label. So if you can see this, it says nutrition facts instead of supplement facts. And it's so important because what's scary is that less than 2% of the people are getting the bare minimum of what we should be consuming. The experts are saying we should be eating 7 to 13 servings of fresh raw fruits and vegetables every single day. Less than 2% of the people are doing that, and certainly not our kids. And it's showing up in our lives as, just in the country, a lot of chronic disease, heart disease, cancer, all kinds of things, diabetes, off the charts. And it's really frightening, I think. And I think we all need to take responsibility for what we're putting into our bodies, what we're not putting in our bodies, and for our kids' bodies as well. And so then we can really, really make an impact on the health of our country and the health of our children. And so Juice Plus then is really about bridging the gap. It's providing the rainbow of colorful fruits and vegetables and berries that we need every single day. It's a way that you can bridge the gap between what you are eating and what you should be eating. And what I love is that it's backed by 37 gold standard studies. These are studies done at the finest universities with the best doctors in the world in their field, and showing things like reducing inflammation and oxidative stress, which that's really the fundamental base of disease and aging. Okay, so our research has shown over and over that decreases. Also protects your DNA, helps your skin. We have seen that just over and over. That's why we did the skin study, is because people were noticing that they had fewer wrinkles and their skin texture was better. And so we have research that shows this. And periodontal, it helps with your gum health. I mean, I could go on, and it helps with cardiovascular wellness, pulmonary health, insulin resistance, and all of that. It's phenomenal. So you can hang your hat on the fact that all of these medical institutions have seen that, first of all, Juice Plus is safe, and it's safe for everyone. Our research involves all ages, children, college students, normal people, or normal people, they're normal too, middle age, and also even elderly. Pregnant women, I mean, it just goes on and on. It's safe for everybody, the entire family. And Juice Plus really is the company with a heart. And I love that we have a worldwide children's health study where kids can participate for up to 4 years and receive their product for free. They can get the Juice Plus capsules, or we also have Chewies for kids, and a lot of adults like those too. And now we have over 1 million children have gone through this program, and it's been phenomenal feedback. I mean, everything from stronger immunity, less days of school missed, fewer doctor's appointments, less medical, medicines, pharmaceutical and over-the-counter medicines. And the kids are reporting that they're craving more fruits and vegetables. They're craving better food because like attracts like. And when you eat good food, your body wants it. So all of these things are huge and really changing people's lives. As a matter of fact, over 96% of participants have a positive result to report. So that is incredible. And in addition to that micronutrition that's in Juice Plus, we also cover the macronutrition with our Juice Plus Complete Shake product. These are our single serve packets, and this is plant-based product and protein with tons of superfoods in these. And this is our vanilla, and this is our chocolate, and we've got plant-based protein in here. We have broccoli and radish sprouts. There's pumpkin, pomegranate. There's a fiber blend. There's mushroom powder, which actually one of these supplies 40% of your daily amount of vitamin D from mushrooms. There's all kinds of things in here. It's all non-toxic, not heat treated, which is important, which, whey shakes and a lot of the stuff that's out there have ingredients that I think are very questionable. It's not something I would give my family. And we don't have any of that, and it is delicious. We have the vanilla and chocolate flavor. We do them in our house every single day. We use it as breakfast or a healthy meal on the go. It's great after work, working out, a pre or after workout recovery drinks. Phenomenal. And we love them. It's literally the healthiest meal you're going to put in your body all day. And we have this healthy living revolution. That's really what we're about, is the healthy living revolution, which is, it's really about inspiring healthy living around the world. And we are doing just that. And you'll want to ask the person that invited you on if you're interested in a program. We have a Shred 10 program. It's not about shredding 10 pounds. The Shred 10 means that for 10 days, it's a 10-day jump start. It's a challenge where we are shredding toxins. We are shredding habits that are not serving you. And we put you with a community of people where you are adding in the Juice Plus. You're doing a couple shakes a day plus other healthy whole food-based meals. And it is a phenomenal program, amazing community. You get recipes and support and encouragement in secret Facebook groups. It is awesome. And our next one will be starting at the first Monday of next month. So it's really cool. And that's really our program and what we're up to. And I think this is about stories. I know I just gave you a lot of information, but let's hear from a couple of people to share their Juice Plus stories and what it's done for them. And Jen, I know you are launching your business tonight, so congratulations on that. And we would love to hear from you. What's Juice Plus done for you and your family?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. For me, actually, I've been on the product for about 2 weeks, and I haven't seen a whole lot because I know it's going to take me a while to see it, but I have noticed my psoriasis is actually changing. Medicine's actually working for it a little bit better than it had been. The other thing, Kathy's going to know all about this. My youngest is picky when it comes to food. She doesn't like vegetables. She doesn't like fruits. And she has actually gone on this program with me. Every time we go to the store, she chooses a new fruit to try. And she goes to salad parties with me and Doreen every week. And as she's walking around the table, she tries every vegetable and makes her own salads, which is huge. What I'm really looking forward to is my psoriatic arthritis getting better and feeling better, and just in general me feeling better, and then having my children and eventually my husband get on the program and get to feeling a lot better too, because my 2 girls are both athletes and they need as much nutrition as possible. And my husband, fruits and vegetables do not exist in his diet.
That's wonderful, Jen. Thank you for sharing that. And you know what? We have tons of reports of that happening. So many people are experiencing exactly what you're talking about. So I'll look forward to that for you as well. Okay, and then we were also going to hear about Janice from Janice Gebhardt.
Yes. So can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My family and I started taking Juice Plus about 15 years ago, and actually Jennifer was the one who shared it with us, and I was very, very skeptical for many, many years. I just didn't think I needed anything other than, the diet that I ate, which honestly I realize now wasn't a very healthy diet. But I started taking Juice Plus 15 years ago. I have 4 kids. My oldest was 5.5 when the 4th one was born. So I was a really busy, crazy mom. And the first thing I noticed was I stopped walking into rooms trying to remember why I had gone in there. I could also put my kids down for a nap, and I didn't need a soda or iced tea or, caffeine to stay awake in the afternoon. I could sustain my own energy. And I also noticed that I was able to start exercising again, because up until that point, from having babies so close together, my body just had been through so much that I couldn't exercise. and once I started taking Juice Plus, a few weeks in, I had the energy to exercise, and I was able to recover. So I was able to exercise day after day after day, which just gave me my sanity back. And I started sleeping better. I wanted to eat healthier. Jen, just like you talked about, my kids started actually liking fruits and vegetables. It really was amazing. And I started drinking the complete shakes as well, and I love them. I've had them every day for 15 years. I really believe that the combination of the capsules and the complete really leveled out my hormones. I won't go into a whole lot of details on that, but now in my 50s, my hormones are good. Going through the changes that I'm going through, I just don't notice a lot of the issues that most other women my age are noticing. And I'll tell you, when I started taking Juice Plus, all of my friends noticed the changes in me. They noticed how much more energy I had, and that I was becoming a much more patient, loving, nurturing mom instead of that crazy, stressed out person. And they wanted what I had. So I reluctantly became a rep just so that they could get their product from me locally, because I'm in Houston and my friend Jennifer is in Denver. And very quickly, I realized that I could help people so much, that I have an obligation to share this with people because of the differences I saw in my friends. And so it created, initially I could pay for a cleaning lady, which for me was huge. Then as my kids got into school, it started paying for their sports and activities. And about 7 or 8 years ago, I saw the writing on the wall in terms of my marriage. And I knew that I needed to create enough income to support myself and my kids. But the corporate world wasn't very appealing to me, because I took my kids to school every day. I picked them up from school. I really wanted to be there. I wanted to be a completely hands-on mom like I had always been. So I got really serious about my Juice Plus business. And in about 18 months, got to the top level in our company, which created a full-time income and a benefits package, so that I was able to get out of a really bad marriage. So I truly pinch myself every day that I get to help people to get healthier. And, I get this incredible income from just sharing my heart.
That is awesome, Janice. Thank you so much. It is amazing what the body can accomplish, first of all, when we give it the right nutrition. So what we're going to do now is just shift gears a little bit, and I want to talk about the business and this opportunity that is available, because honestly, I think it's tough to be physically healthy if you're not financially healthy, because there's just a whole lot of stress that comes with it if you're not financially healthy. So I love that we're providing solutions for people in their physical health and their financial health as well. And so what I'm going to do is just share with you a little bit about our virtual franchise. When my husband and I were introduced to this, we were 23 and 24 years old. We had graduated from college. He is an adventure lover, so we had just backpacked around the world for a year, lived in a backpack in a tent for a lot of that time, came home broke, penniless, and we were looking for our real jobs, ready to do that. And somebody introduced us to this company. Sean was skeptical. Actually, he was quite negative and was sure it was probably a scam. But I thought, you know what? This is a way I can make a little extra money while we're looking for our jobs. So that's what we did. And that's what I did. And I had some good success up front. And what happened was we both saw really that we had locked arms with a great company, awesome leadership. We were falling in love with the community of people around us and starting to make some extra money. And so he decided it wasn't so bad after all. And he decided to join me. And actually, he's the one that saw the bigger picture. And I remember when he said, what if we treated this like a business, and maybe we wouldn't have to go get those real jobs? And that's exactly what he did. So he dove in then and got to the top position in our marketing plan in about a year and a half. And I got there about a year and a half later. And so there we were in our mid-20s with an amazing income. I literally was pinching myself over. And that benefits package that Janice just talked about. And so, Sean, the adventure lover, he was ready for another adventure and thought it'd be a good idea to buy a 43-foot sailboat and live on our sailboat for a year, which is what we did. We had an absolute blast. This was before kids. And I love sharing that. We had our boat off the coast of Florida, and we were working our business while we were living on our boat. And I mean, it really goes to show just the freedom, the flexibility that you have with this. There's no have-tos in our business. You can work where you want, when you want, do as much or as little as you want, be totally flexible because there's no boss. So we did that for a year, and then decided it was time to get back on land. And Sean was like, we don't have to go back to Kansas City. Where do we want to go? And I remember the day we just pulled out a map of the United States and picked Denver because we love Denver and we love the mountains and the lifestyle. So this is where we came. We didn't know one soul in Denver, but this is where we have put our roots down. And we've got a couple of kids. Michaela is going into her senior year of college at KU, and my son is starting his freshman year at CU. And I guess for me, just the greatest thing for me is that I got to be the mom that I wanted to be. It's like, while we had this amazing rocking business that has just grown and grown and grown over the years, and this incredible income that comes with it, I got to be participating, in my kids' lives. We both did. And I was the mom that helped the teacher in school, with the kids at the back of the room that were a little harder. I went on all the field trips. I was the art masterpiece mom. I was the Friday folder mom. I got to be there. And Sean and I were able to travel around the country. Michaela is a great athlete, and so tournaments all over the place. We were constantly going to tournaments. And I remember so many parents would be like, what do you guys do? That you guys, somebody's always at a tournament, and sometimes both of you. And it's because of the nature of this business. It's a residual income. And we have that freedom. We have that flexibility to wrap this business around our families' lives. And that I wouldn't change that for anything in the world. It was amazing. And it's the nature of the way this virtual franchise is set up. So we've taken the best from franchising, from direct sales, from corporate America and that corporate benefits package that we have, and also network marketing. It's like we've taken the good pieces of these different marketing models and left out the bad stuff and created this virtual franchise that is so unique, and it works so brilliantly and so well. And as a matter of fact, when my kids were 8 and 10, Sean was ready for another adventure, and we bought a 50-foot catamaran, sailed from the Virgin Islands to Australia over 15 months. And, just had this amazing family adventure that was totally life-changing for us. And the reason that was possible is because of this virtual franchise, because it's a residual income. I like to call it mailbox money. And as a matter of fact, we have customers that have been on Juice Plus for over 20 years, and we still get paid on that. And then we've chosen to create a team with us and taught them and trained them in what we do and how to be successful with this. And their teams are growing. And so we all benefit from all of that. It's a win-win all the way around. I also love that we have been able to travel. We've traveled the world. It's totally mobile. As a matter of fact, my daughter studied abroad last fall in Barcelona. And so I went over 2.5 weeks early and with her. And so we traveled. We went to London and Paris and did Venice, Florence, Rome, before I took her to Barcelona for her study abroad. I brought my laptop on that trip, and I never opened it, not once, because I did my entire business off of my cell phone. If you have a cell phone, you're good to go, just totally mobile with this business. And as a matter of fact, we're operating, this Juice Plus is operating in 27 countries worldwide, which is pretty amazing. And it's a global business. You can go into any of those countries and build there just like they were your next door neighbors. I never thought that I would have an international business, but I do, because the network of people on our team has taken us into many of these different countries. So it is, it's really incredible. It only costs $50 to get started. What the company does is all the headaches of a traditional business. They research and develop, they ship the product, they collect the money for us. We don't have to handle any of the inventory for our customers or any of the money. The company does all of that. And they track everything. They have websites. They do all the research. They have analysis and reports. They help us with lead generation. I mean, it's incredible what they do for $50 a year. What we do is we just share the story. We just share this message of inspiring healthy living around the world. And the company does all the hard stuff. It's incredible. So what I'd like to do real quickly is just have you hear from a couple of others. Doreen is on the line with us. Doreen, if you'd like to share your business story and what this has meant for you and your family.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Jennifer. Well, it was about 6 years ago that we were introduced to Juice Plus, and we were a family actually that is a plant-based family. Our oldest son is 13, and that's all he knows. And so fruits and vegetables are definitely a must in our house. When we looked at it, I was just like Sean, as Jennifer said, very skeptical of all of it, and I thought my husband was crazy. But we went ahead and jumped on board anyway, and just people jumped on board because they saw the value in just adding more fruits and vegetables to your diet immediately. And for us, honestly, we didn't think we were going to notice much of a change just because we were already living that way with just massive amounts of fruits and vegetables every day. But come to find out, my daughter's eczema, which was cleared up about 90% within a very short time. And then my husband's allergies have been better, just the recovery in our workouts. My seasonal allergies, I don't know about you guys, but allergies are awful here in Houston. And so when ragweed season came along and I didn't have any, I was super excited. So even with having a diet that we did before, we saw a lot of changes. Within that, it just became easy for us to share with people because we knew how important fruits and vegetables are. And as people just kind of jumped on board, we just got more excited. And I, like Sean, and just kind of saw the bigger picture, just fell in love with the community and the people and the business, and the company is incredible. And they just keep making things more and more simple for us. But at the time when we got on the product, honestly, it was really far-fetched for me to see how we could even afford the product. And so, but we knew that we had to get on it. So we figured out a way to make it happen. But we were literally paying ourselves about every single day sometimes when clients would come in. We were self-employed, but we had such a passion and such a vision, and we had all these dreams. But as things just became harder and harder and harder in business, and we were making less and less, and then having more and more kids, it became very challenging, and our dreams just got squished over and over again. And so once we saw the bigger picture here, we realized, wow, we can truly start living some of those dreams. So we started paying off debt, started, saving money for a down payment on a house. And thankfully it all worked, and we got a house a couple of years ago, and that's been amazing. And it just gave me the confidence that I needed in myself, just to kind of step back from all the knowledge my husband has. And we still get to pursue exactly what he loves to do and what I love to do all at the same time. So it's been amazing, and the future is just, it only looks up from here.
That's awesome, Doreen. It's been so fun to watch what this has done for your family, and congratulations on your house. That is wonderful. So anyway, I just want to encourage you, take a deeper look. If you need more information or want to hear more stories, there's lots of them. This healthy living revolution and the mission that we are up to is changing people's lives. So, I mean, it's all great that all of these things are happening, but what is so great is that we are changing people's lives every single day that we are working our business. As I said, we're offering solutions in both health and in wealth. And it is such a fun community to be a part of. So we just want to welcome you and encourage you and invite you to join us on this mission. If you'd like to, there is plenty of room. So thanks so much, everybody, for joining us. Thanks, ladies, for sharing your stories. And awesome that we're launching new businesses. Have a great evening, everybody.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Bye.